Hi everyone, I'm Triple Tarot here on YouTube. I am a tarot reader and intuitive. And my journey with spirituality began with numerology, then tarot, and then astrology. What I love the most about tarot is that it does fuse numerology and astrology together. And when I do read cards, I like to read them in tandem, in combination with each other, and I like to anchor my readings with my own intuition. I specifically like to read cards in threes, hence my name, because it is my favorite number, but it's also a very spiritual number too. I am so grateful and excited and honored, really, to be featured on Nadia's platform. And what I've prepared for you guys is a forecast for the month of March for all the zodiac signs. I'm going to be doing a simple 3-card spread. I'm going to try to keep the messages short and sweet, and I will be including timestamps below to make navigation easier for you guys. And I also invite you to look at your sun, moon, and rising signs if you have time. Also, please note that these are general readings, so naturally there'll be some messages that resonate more than others, and that's normal because there's lots of you guys out there in the YouTube community. All right, with all that said, let's begin the readings. Hi Aries! For you, I have the 8 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, I have the 7 of Wands. So I love this fiery energy for you guys. And you will be feeling really fired up to get things going. And you will be focused, extremely focused, I should say, on bringing more stability into your life. There's lots of energy that's going to be going into all of the things that you hold in high regard. Now, the King of Pentacles here, in all Pentacles card really, don't just talk about finances. Definitely for some of you, this could be dealing with finances for sure, but Pentacles can also denote time. Why? Because it's valuable. So Pentacles talk about the things that are valuable to us, such as time or anything that brings us stability, such as being grounded or being able to trust the people that we let into our life. Why? Because trust is invaluable. Now, when it comes to making decisions here with the 7 of Cups, make sure that you take a very practical approach, because that is how the King of Pentacles would act. And this would be a representation of you, of some of you, I should say. And the King here is the most grounded out of all of the court cards in the tarot. Now, for some of you, you could definitely be dealing with an earth sign, such as a Taurus, a Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. And make sure that whatever it is that they do is congruent with what they say. So their actions need to match their promises, and vice versa. Now, with the wand energy that we do have here, that I love this for you guys. Why do I love it? Because energy, the wand energy is very much connected to your sign, because you are represented by wands in the tarot as Aries, as a very fiery, very fiery you're coming across for the month of March. So you're going to be feeling like yourself. You're going to be feeling yourself, I should say, as well. And because of this beautiful fiery energy that starts your reading, you guys will be setting the tone and the boundaries for how this person treats you. And if it's not those signs, like an earth sign, it's someone that you simply hold in high regard, which is what I was saying earlier. It's someone that you believe is very, very valuable to you. It could be someone that you could depend on as well. Now, March, overall, I'm loving this energy for you guys, is a time for recognizing your own value, your self-worth, and also where you are placing value. So it's a time for analyzing where your value systems lie and what things you can improve upon as well. And your relationship with money for sure is going to be at the forefront for a lot of you Aries. Now, you do have all of the energy here available to you to complete anything that you need to do throughout this period. So make the most of it. Literally, the green light is on for you guys. So lots of luck, Aries. Hi Taurus, for your spread I have the 3 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the 9 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So this period will mark a time of letting go of any fears or doubts that you might have about yourself, because the Knight here is a representation of your sign in the tarot, or when it comes to dealing with other people, like groups, colleagues at work, for example, or friendships, because the 3 denotes a group of 3 or more people. And the 10s here in the tarot talk about completions, because they go from an ace to a 10 and then back to an ace. So you have to either let go of an old way of being or thinking that has been depleting your energy levels with the 10 of 9 together. That's what they're telling me. Or there's just people that are holding you back, or you are holding yourself back. So this could be your work, yourself, or colleagues, or a group of certain friends that haven't been giving you the support or encouragement to shine with this beautiful 3 of Pentacles that we have here. And it is talking about trying to shine but being held back. So this is definitely something that you need to look at this period. Make sure that you identify who is it, what is it that's holding you back. Because once you identify it, it'll be so much easier to push forward. So make sure that you surround yourself with people that believe in you and in your potential. And anyone or anything that takes more than they give simply doesn't have a space in your life any longer. So it is important to have a little bit of a cleanse right now in your life, because we do have Pentacles here at the start of your reading. So the energy of the cards are encouraging you to push forward, that it is going to be you that is going to have to be in control of this, to push forward from what has already served its purpose in your life. And that's these energies right here. So firstly, you have to identify it. And secondly, you can bless it, thank these people or these situations for their lessons, and move forward. Because once you do this work, I promise you, you will feel more revitalized. Your energy levels will come back up. Because if you stay in the situation, it does denote even being ill and being unable to sleep. It's an energy that's waning, that is taxing on you. So once you let it go, once you go push forward with this work, you definitely will feel revitalized, and your stability as well will increase, as you'll be able to attract more abundance and people that are just going to support you, bring that support and let you shine in your life. So push forward, Taurus. You guys have got this. Hi Gemini, for your spread I have the 3 of Wands, the Lover's card, and the High Priestess. At the bottom of the deck we have the 7 of Swords. I'm very excited to read for you guys because I am a Gemini sun, so this reading will definitely apply to me as well. And it's a wonderful time for fresh new starts, new romance, and working in our spirituality. Make sure that in work and in your relationships you are being as transparent as possible regarding your needs, with the Seven of Swords here. It's time for you to communicate exactly what it is that you need. So use your words, use your wisdom, express exactly what you need and be as transparent as possible, like I said. And when it comes to decision making with the Lovers, trust your intuition because it definitely will be heightened throughout this period. Go with your gut and not what other people think or what is expected of you. Now, when it comes to love, we do have a beautiful spiritual connection here that some of you might be taking to the next level, because we do have a Three of Wands card next to the Lovers, so this denotes expansion, like moving in together or becoming official, for example. Now, some of you could definitely be dealing with a tough choice between two things, two different people, or a move, staying or going. With the 3 and the 7, definitely it could be a move, and it's a head or heart choice. But the High Priestess is here to say that you don't need to deliberate on this as much as you think that you do, because deep down, you already know what you want. So there is no right or wrong choice here, especially with these beautiful cards. What you feel most called towards is the path towards your own spiritual evolution and your soul's growth. This is a time definitely for expansion and trusting ourselves when it comes to the direction of our lives and who we want to share that with. The Lovers is a representation of Gemini in the trumps, or major arcana as they're known. And as a reader, to me, this denotes having control throughout this period. So you are definitely going to be in the driver's seat this month, Gemini. Hi Cancer, for your spread I have the 5 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Underneath the deck we have the 8 of Swords. So this is going to be a good time for you to reassess and revise your finances as well as your health, because we do have 2 Pentacle cards, but specifically the 5 of Pentacles for me denotes not only finances but health in particular. And also it can denote the people around you. Make sure to make a note of how it is that you feel around certain people, and this could be friends, co-workers, or family, or how certain habits with the 8 and the 5, they could be a hindrance or a restriction in your life. There is a note here, particularly for those of you who have been struggling with finances, to not operate from a place of lack. That's to say, don't let any obstacles dissuade you. You have everything that you need going forward to regain control, because these are the cards that end the reading. So you do have everything at your disposal for you to level this financial situation that you might be in. So budget, speak to a financial advisor. The point here is to just be proactive and to also be practical with the resources that you do have. Just know that you do have the know-how, the King and the High Priestess especially, to see through this situation. Now, if this is a diet or health issue with a 5 manifesting in your life, please, please, please don't compare your life to other people's journeys. In this day and age, it's very, very easy to fall for the perfection captured by a filtered image on social media. But things might not be what they seem. It's tough to judge other people's lives for the reality and not for what we perceive through a photo. So instead, choose to focus on yourself, on your goals, and view any obstacles that you might have, any disruptions with the 5, because 5 represents difficulties and lack of stability within our lives in the tarot. So view these obstacles as a way to expand the way that you think and the way that you view yourself at that. Now, if you are dealing with a slightly closed off earth sign, and this could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, and if it's not those signs, it's simply someone that you value so very much, someone that has been there for you many times in your life, someone that you can depend on. That's the King of Pentacles, someone that's very generous as well. This person, like I said, it could be, their energy could be slightly closed off to you, or they seem unavailable in some way. It's going to be crucial for you to just give them space. Don't push them. Instead, decide to shift that focus that you have on them by putting it on yourself, by going within, and decide if what they have to offer you is what you need instead. So this is the time to revise, reassess, like I said earlier, but also put yourself first, Cancer. Hi, Leo. For your spread, I have the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Fool card. Underneath the deck, we have the High Priestess, and she's wanted to make so many appearances in all my readings today, and I love it personally. I love the High Priestess. It's one of my favorite cards. I'm really excited to read for Leo because Leo is my rising sign, so this reading will definitely apply to me. All right, so this period brings lots of opportunity and a desire to do things our own way, which is an energy that we Leos can definitely resonate with. And we do have new beginnings as well happening throughout this time. When I look at the two sevens coupled with the High Priestess, there is lots of wisdom and spirituality informing your life decisions. The beauty of this spread is that as long as you honor your heart's desire and you honor the people in your life, everything that you start this month is set to be blessed and protected by the universe. So just make sure that, like I said, you honor what it is that you truly want to be doing, the things that you want to call within your life, but that you're also truthful and transparent, and you communicate what it is that you need to other people. The key thing here is to not get overwhelmed by all of the options that this period will bring, or to get lost in daydreaming, because the two sevens together could be mental and emotional disorganization. I say mental because swords talk about the mind, and emotional because we're dealing with cups. So that's if we look at them specifically, but the spread overall, I love it. Why? Because you have great support by two wonderful, powerful trumps, or major arcanas as they're also known. Because the trumps in any reading will color the reading. I really feel like they're the more important cards to look at because they're the ones that color it. They're the ones that hold it together, if you will. So we have the Fool and the High Priestess inviting you to combine the inner wisdom that you do possess with the innocence of that big childlike heart that Leos are so known for. So do this, and you can bring about real positive changes in your life. The Fool is the very first trump of the whole tarot deck. He is the one that takes the journey through the tarot. It's card number 0, so it definitely represents new beginnings. So the big question throughout this period that you might have is, what is it that you want to bring into your life? Tune into this, meditate on it, and open yourself up energetically to whatever it is that you're wanting to call into your life, because whatever it is that you do want to call can definitely manifest in your life at this time, Leo. So take advantage of that. Hi, Virgo. For your spread, I have the World card, the Page of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So this month will bring about lots of success in all areas of your life, especially the endeavors that you have been working on for quite some time before now. And your ability to communicate will definitely be heightened throughout this time. That is verbal and written communication. And you will be able to carry yourself with such dignity, such poise, and such grace that it will definitely be noticed by other people throughout this time. Honestly, this spread is all about being fully content with your life, with living in the present, and also being content with yourself. And that is a very, very beautiful thing. And a move here with these two cards is indicated for some of you. And if this applies to you, it's a move, not just like a move like moving houses, definitely could be, but it could also indicate a trip. So movement of any kind is indicated for a lot of you out there. And if this is applicable to you, just know that it will go smoothly and it will bring about lots of inspiration and passion to your life. Now, for those of you dealing with an air sign, such as a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you may be taking your relationship to the next level. And this could definitely be moving in with the Knight of Wands, or getting engaged, for example, etc. Now, if you are dealing with a fire sign like a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or someone who is kind of hard to pin down, they're very magnetic and attractive, but they're very fiery and feisty. It's now the time for you to use your communication skills that are heightened throughout this time to let them know exactly what it is that you need from them and if they are able to fulfill those needs. So you set the bar and see if they can reach it in turn. Overall, it's just a wonderful month for your sign, especially when it comes to achievement and for appreciating all of the blessings that you have in your life. Hi Libra, for your spread, I have the Justice card, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Underneath the deck, I have the Eight of Wands. So this month will bring lots of important decisions in your life. Personally, whenever I do a reading and a card that represents the zodiac sign I'm reading for in my YouTube channel or with a client of mine, it always lets me know that they have more control in the reading and that they'll be able to handle the energies in question in an easier or smoother fashion. And here you are, Libra. The Justice card is a representation of your sign in the trumps or major arcana of the tarot. And there is a need here for you to combine your logical or analytical side with your emotional side. The Justice here holds a sword, which represents thoughts and logic, and the scales are as if to say that you can weigh the pros and cons of a situation. But in this instance, your heart, with the Knight of Cups here, may be at odds with what seems so logical. And in the Rider-Waite deck, we see the moon behind a figure in the Two of Swords. They have two swords crossing their heart. So whenever you make a decision, don't forget that you are also intuitive, because that's what the moon represents, and that your answers are not going to be found purely by your mind. Don't underestimate your intuition, Libra, especially when you feel like you're being rushed by others, or you could be pushing yourself to come to a decision quickly. Instead, find your center, connect with Source. You can do so by grounding yourself, meditating, asking your guides for help, and then you will arrive at a decision that feels right to you. Now, if you are dealing with a water sign, such as a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and if it's not those signs, it's just a person who is very emotional and intuitive themselves, The thing with them is to not feel pressured by them, especially when it comes to responding quickly to whatever it is that they are offering you, because knights in the tarot bring us things. So don't feel the need to respond quickly. Instead, take your time and make a move only when you feel it's right. Hi Scorpio! For your spread, I have the Hermit card, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, I have the Hierophant. So your work life and your finances will definitely be heightened this month. There is help around you should you need it, especially coming from a teacher or a mentor of sorts, because we do have the Hierophant and the Hermit. These cards could also denote someone that is older than you. Otherwise, it could just be someone who is very wise and can definitely help you with your career and or your finances. If you have been looking for a new job, this period with the Ace of Pentacles here is ideal to send out your resume, because the aces talk about newness, and the Ace of Pentacles specifically talks about a new job, or you could be starting a side job that is of your own creation. Now, if you are a Scorpio that loves your current job, then you do have the opportunity here of either being promoted or being recognized for the amazing work that you have been doing with the Three of Pentacles. And that's a wonderful thing. Now, for most of you out there, there will be an improvement in your finances as you go from an Ace to a 3, but do keep in mind that the Hermit and the Hierophant don't spend their money frivolously. So do take it easy when it comes to spending. Now, if you are dealing with a Virgo, because the Hermit is a representation of Virgo, or a Taurus, because that is a representation of, the Hierophant is a representation rather of Taurus, and this could be their sun, their moon, or their rising signs, your relationship could take on a more serious note if it's romantic. Otherwise, this person could be a great support for you, especially when it comes to collaborating in the work front. So either way, it's a very wonderful thing. Hi Sagittarius! For your spread, I have the Nine of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Emperor. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. So this month will bring about lots of spiritual and emotional contentment for your sign, and that's a great thing to see. You will feel like you are in more control of your life, because we do have the Emperor here as a representation of yourself, especially when it comes to situations in which you either felt overwhelmed emotionally or mentally, or both. And these cards here do talk about the past, so don't worry about these issues recurring. You do have emotional support here from a strong Aries in your life, as the Emperor is a representation of Aries in the tarot trumps or the major arcana, but it can also represent a protector or an ally to you, because these readings are general, so the Emperor doesn't necessarily need to be a man. It could also be a female, a strong and at times stubborn person in your life. And for others of you, there could also be a reconciliation at hand with someone that you look up to, like a parent or someone that's maybe older than you, or someone that may have been a little bit difficult to deal with in the past, because the Emperor, like I said, can be quite a stubborn energy, but this person does mean well, and they could have just been very demanding towards you, but at this time you could definitely reach another level of understanding with them, a higher understanding, if you so choose. Hi Capricorn! For your spread, I have So many cups. I have the Three of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Lover's card, and at the bottom of the deck I have more cups. I have the Seven of Cups. I love this spread for you guys. It's filling me with so much energy, and this time is ideal for you guys to be social, to spend it with the ones that you love, and it is truly ideal for love and romance. And definitely, without a doubt, love is going to be highlighted here for your sign, and love that is romantic and platonic at that. If you are single, you could definitely be choosing between multiple suitors with the 3, the 7, and the 9 of Cups. And the thing here is that you kind of can't choose wrong, so just go with the flow. And when it comes to choices, go with what is in your heart. Go with what makes you feel more special, more beloved. The energies available to you throughout this period are so incredibly supportive for you, so long as you choose what makes you truly happy, because at the center we do have the 9 of Cups here, which is feeling that joy, that happiness. And you and your heart are going to be the focal point throughout this time. Now, if you are dealing with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, because we do have the Lover's card here, that is a representation of that sign for the major arcana of the tarot. They could definitely be a friend, but they could also be more than that. And either way, this person is coming across as someone that is adding more joy, more happiness to your life. So either way, it's a good person to have around. And they can help you reconnect with your inner child, because I find Gemini is the eternal kid of the zodiac. And I can say this being a Gemini myself. So enjoy them, enjoy what it is that they bring into your life, and maximize opportunities to socialize and to spend it with friends and loved ones. Spend it with people that you actually do care about. Spend it with people that bring you joy, that give you so much, that add to your life. So it is also a great time to make wishes too, because we have the 9 of Cups in the center, and that is the wish card. So once again, the cards are inviting for you to go after what it is that your heart truly desires. I'm so happy for you, Capricorn. Hi, Aquarius. For your spread, I have the Knight of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the Lover's card. Underneath the deck, we have the King of Wands. All right, so March is going to be giving you guys the determination and energy that you need to get ahead throughout this time. There is just so much green in your reading. I love it, because this lets me know that you literally have the green light to go after what it is that you truly want to manifest. So plant seeds now, because whatever you work on or focus on will definitely grow in the future. And it will also go in your favor at that, especially with the King of Wands here. This period will bring you to a new level of self-awareness and power, especially when it comes to creativity and the realm of ideas. It's an ideal time for any artists and creative people, as they will be able to be using their imagination and their creativity to the max. So you guys will be a force to be reckoned with. Now, you guys will also be coming from such a position of genuine strength and power with the King and the Knight here together, that you will not need to compete with anyone with the 7 of Wands here. So if anyone opposes your ideas or is being a little bit difficult, and I say ideas because we do have a lot of wands here, just make sure that you listen to other people's opinions. you don't have to fight against them or even agree with them. Just listen to them, because when you know that your heart with the Lovers and, you know, all of these wands, which to me is screaming Leo, screaming heart energy. So when you know that your heart is in the right place and your creativity is in overdrive, you may just be a little too far ahead for some people, and that's okay. So just let them catch up to you at their own pace. Now, if you are dealing with a Gemini, because we do have the Lovers card here, and the Lovers is a representation of that sign in the major arcana or the trumps of the tarot, and we do have 2 court cards here for fire. It's also could be denoting a fire sign like an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. And this person or people, because we do have several that have come up in your reading, they may be trying to get you to see the duality in your life or in yourself. And the interaction with these people or person may ignite more passion, more attraction, and inspiration in your life. So any way that you see it, it is a good thing. It could be coming about as a rather feisty interaction, because we do have a 7 here, but their intentions are good. Now, as aspects of yourself, the cards say that this is a time when inspiration will catch you and make you feel like you're falling in love with your own unique perspective, with your own life, and your creativity. Hi Pisces! For your spread, I have the Queen of Swords, the Magician, and the 2 of Wands in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. All right, so March is going to be a month where you will be able to see people clearly with the Queen of Swords here. And because we also have a 2 of Wands reversed here, that to me personally, it talks about personal partnerships, from platonic to romantic, familial bonds, or business partnerships. They're all included within this card. So noticing other people's intentions and your own towards them will leave a very clear ground as to where you stand with others at this time. It's also an ideal period to let go of any disappointments that you may have had in the past, with the 5 of Cups connecting with the 2 of Wands reversed. Why do I say that? Because I like to see the 5 of Cups as the 2 of Cups in disguise. Because in the Rider-Waite deck, which is the traditional deck that most people know, we do see a figure in the background with 3 cups that have been spilled, and that's what that figure is focused on. But then we do have 2 cups in the foreground that are still standing, and that still talks about partnerships, and it talks about emotion that is still present. So no matter what you have gone through, just know that there is a lesson in that experience that has given you a deeper understanding when it comes to relationships, because of the disguised 2 of Cups in the 5. So just try as best as you can to release what didn't work, especially letting the past stay in the past, and in doing so, you will find true personal power with the Magician here in the center, and a healthy self-esteem, and you will attract relationships that mirror this empowerment right back to you. Now, when it comes to making plans at this time, you will have everything at your disposal. Just like the Magician does right in front of him. He has pentacles, he has swords, he has wands, he has cups, he has everything that he needs. So you just need a little bit of a push to believe in yourself, to believe that you have everything that you need to go forward with plans and with other relationships down the road. Now, you will also be able to carry these plans out wonderfully, because whenever you have such a amazing manifesting card. I mean, the Magician is the capital the manifesting card of the tarot. So you do have what it takes. It's not just me trying to uplift you. It's here. It's in the cards. So you will be able to carry these plans out wonderfully, and you could have a lot of success going forward, but you have to believe in yourself. That is the key here. You will also be able to communicate with a lot of poise, with tact, and you will be extremely self-reliant at this time. And for those of you dealing with an air sign, such as a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius, or Moon or Rising, and if it's not those signs, it's simply someone that is presenting themselves as very rational, very direct, and this person can definitely be an ally to you that can help you see the truth in a situation and give you a boost of confidence by reminding you of the qualities that you already possess. And it's also, just remember, if you forget anything that I have said, just remember that this is a wonderful time for manifesting. So take advantage of the green here that is at your disposal, clearly with the Magician and the Queen of Swords. You do have some beautiful cards. The thing here, though, is trusting in yourself. I hope that these forecasts have been of help to you and have brought about a guide to better manifest and work with the energies that are at your disposal throughout this month. Now, if you'd like a private reading with me, you can do so by visiting tripletarot.com. Or you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, where I do my monthly forecasts using the Triple Celtic Cross method. I'm wishing you lots of love, light, and blessings. Until next time, bye-bye.